Classic Game Room is brought to you by Ethel the Cyborg Ninja, Book 1, and Jesus the Coked Up Chicken #1, Special Edition, now on Amazon.
Back Classic Game Room on Patreon!
Banished from Earth Classic Game Room broadcasts from the intergalactic space arcade on its never-ending mission to review everything. Welcome to Classic Game Room for the review of Space Invaders on the Sega Saturn. I'll bet you didn't know Space Invaders was on the Saturn, but now you do. Frankly, I don't see what the big deal is. This game is nothing but a bad clone of TI Invaders on the TI-99. It's like Demon Attack without demons. Frankly, I'm surprised they don't get sued by Imagic. Space Invaders. What an unbelievable concept. Space Invaders. You know the game, or at least you should know the game, originally released in 1978. To the arcades before most of you were born, but not me. I remember it well. 1978. Used to get high as a kite in my friend's van, go to the arcades, drunk, play Space Invaders and pinball, and then go out and beat people up. Or was that a movie? That was Dazed and Confused, I think. This one seems like an odd choice for a Sega Saturn release, yet here it is, and it's really good. It's good because I love the sheer brutal simplicity of Space Invaders in any way that I can get it, especially when it's 4 different ways. There's 4 different versions of Space Invaders, even though they're all exactly the same. But it's Space Invaders. What's not to like about invaders from space on your Sega Saturn? You know the Saturn can definitely get the sound. Just listen to it. Dun, 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 dun. Does anyone ever clarify what it is that the invaders are invading for? Like, I feel like Earth is so messed up. Like, if you guys want it, just take it. Don't even bother with the slow descent. Just come right on down and have it. It's all yours. Ooh, UFO. Woo! Maybe what the aliens are invading for is Pac-Man. Has there ever been a Space Invaders Pac-Man crossover? I feel like that should happen. I can't read the packaging, so I'm not sure what these were all called, but Space Invaders was released in numerous different styles. Originally, the game was just black and white. And then they added color overlays and stuff to it, which this game represents quite well. I'm adding credits. Not that I'm going to need them. Yeah! This game is like Galaxian, but slower. Space Invaders is one of the most influential games of all time, and there's countless Space Invaders clones out there. I always joke that there were more Space Invaders and Pac-Man clones in 1982 on Atari than actual games, original games. Uh-oh, now they're going fast. Now they're angry. I've made them angry. And for that, they die. Horribly. You can almost hear them shriek in pain each time I shoot them. It's like they were all variations of Pac-Man and Space Invaders, but there's a lot of good Space Invaders clones out there, Galaxian and Galaga being 2 of the best, and of course Demon Attack, TI Invaders. And the list goes on and on. Phoenix is a good one. It's got the funky chicken. As you can tell, I'm not very good at Space Invaders, but I like it. I've been playing a lot of Galaga 3 lately. That's a different game. Pretty awesome game, too. And you know what else is awesome? The 2-player mode in Space Invaders on the Saturn. It's like Choo Choo Rocket. Ooh. So there's a 2-player mode. Man, I am kicking player 2's ass. Woo! Yes! That's how good I am. Space Invaders for the Saturn. Here's the case. Which I can't read, but you can see it's got the 4 different modes and the 2-player, which is pretty interesting, actually. So thank you once again to my friend David from Pittsburgh, stationed in Germany in the Air Force, for sending this to the show, along with some girly Sega Saturn games, which I'll be enjoying later. Ooh! Player 2 won that round. And arguably Space Invaders is a better game, but it does lack high school girls. It's one of its major omissions, really. Once again, thank you to my friend David for sending this. You can never go wrong with Space Invaders, especially when it's on the Saturn. I like that they give you a full-color instruction manual for Space Invaders. I feel like it really doesn't need one. Like, if you can't figure out how to play Space Invaders, you shouldn't be playing video games. Classic Game Room is brought to you by Ethel the Cyborg Ninja, Book 1, and Jesus the Coked Up Chicken #1. Special edition now on Amazon. Welcome to the Lord Carnage Club, being shouted from within. A turbo volcano! Starting with Andy and Abby Schleiss. Jeff Breyer. Derek Langley. Michael and Ariana Nelson. Benjamin Woodring. Steven Chucknick. Al Stever. Ian Shore. You sure are awesome. Jason Goy. Sergio Matthias Hergert. Chip Sink Bale. Busy Signal. Sean Zoltek. Rick DeBarros. Philip Strabenmuller. Jack Stavris. Ohad Kane. And Tiago Pereira dos Santos Silva from Porto, Portugal. Tiago Pereira dos Santos Silva from Porto, Portugal.